Paul Hamels so difficult for you guys to get to?
Well, he threw a lot of strikes. I think he had one walk maybe, but we had a lot of trouble with his changeup tonight, and we had trouble making an adjustment. I don't know how many outs he recorded on that pitch, but it seemed like a ton. It's just when he's on like that, you got to make sure that the couple of hits we got, not that we got many, we kind of stayed on the ball a little bit, Polanco and Buxton, and those got one up the middle early. But he was good, very efficient. I looked up there, and for the majority of the innings, he was averaging less than 10 pitches per inning. Just not a good offensive night. A lot of good things in the game, some good defensive plays. Gibby, I thought, got on track after a rough start. The bullpen did a good job till we let one cross there in the ninth.
And then, unfortunately, there was a couple instances when you did have guys on making contact or just on base, a couple base running errors. How much does that sting when it's a close game like this?
Yeah, he's vulnerable to the stolen base, but he also can pick you off. Got a little anxious there. He's got a couple of moves. That one's a little bit more deliberate, where he can read the runner with those. And then, Esco split the gap, but that combination, I think, of wet turf and some other things, the ball didn't get out there maybe as far as he thought he did. He tried to make a play, and, the judgment didn't turn out to be particularly good in the fact that he was out by a fair margin.
And you hope for guys to step up when you guys got guys out of the lineup, but how tough is it to kind of craft the lineup when you have two of your best at-bat takers not in there?
Well, obviously guys that can, see pitches and do damage. It had a different look for sure. Played with it a little bit before the game with the people that I had available, and didn't turn out to be very productive. But, sometimes it's not so much people stepping up. You just want guys to go up there and take good at-bats and show that they can make an adjustments and compete. And, he got the better of us. There's no doubt about that.
Other than making adjustments, how much is it just tipping your cap to a great pitcher that was,
I'm not
one step ahead?
tipping my cap, to be honest with you. You guys don't hear me use that phrase very often. Obviously there's very talented people in this game. He did what he had to do to throw a complete game in minimum amount of pitches, and we just didn't square many balls up. Even some of the hits that we had weren't particularly sharp.
You mentioned the defense. What do you think of the play that Polanco made to turn a double play
that
there?
Was, highlight worthy. Ball hit very sharply, and then kind of a funny hop that he was able to snare, and did a nice job of getting his balance and giving a good feed, and we were able to turn the play into two. Esco on the line drive, and he made a nice play on Odor there when he was on the shift formation. It was, we had a lot of good plays, but that one probably stood out above the rest.